Welcome to another Daily Classics top pick based on originality, condition, and price. Tonight's feature car is a really nice 1986 Alfa Romero Spider. It's in Italian red. You're going to really like this car. My name is Rob Loforese. You're watching the Daily Classics channel. Let's go check this car out. I found this car on Craigslist this morning. It's listed only a few hours ago when I found it. It's a 1986 Alfa Romero Spider. It is the graduate model. It has the steel rims, and I'll get into that in a little while. It's got 105,000 miles, always manual transmissions in these cars. It has a new top that looks really nice. And the seller is asking $6,200 for it, and it's based in Virginia. The nice things about these Italian Alfa Romero Spiders is it's got the iconic Italian design, this beautiful look to it. This one happens to be in red, which is what you always want. It has an engaging driving experience. I've owned many Alfa Romeros. I've owned a few Spiders, a GTV Veloces, and I got to know these cars really well. And they are very, very unique driving experiences. They really provide a lot of driver feedback, and you basically driving these cars, it's like singing a song. They really connect with you. So they really ride very nice. If you've never driven one, definitely get behind the wheel one day. So there's a lot of negatives about Alphas. Most of them have to do with rust issues. The cars had rust problems, especially the early models. This car looks to be very original. We'll get into the ad real quick. And the difference is that they had two models. They had the Graduate and they had the Veloce. They both had the same engine, 2.0 liter inline four, 115 horsepower. The difference between the Graduate with this car is this car has the 14-inch steel wheels, and the Veloce had the 15-inch wheels. And then there's some interior niceties that they added a bit, but they're basically the same cars. Let's get into the actual ad and do a quick walk around. There's no photos. I mean, it's really depressing. But what caught my eye was I like the top, I like the body, and I like that he had a classic vehicle plate on the back. So that means that the seller has owned this car for a while. If he had it hard plated, it looks like he has a beautiful garage, nice area, and it looks very original. So the asking price, and we'll get into the price strategy in a little while, but the asking price is pretty good. And that's what made me feature this car tonight. Exterior looks really nice. Maybe you can use a nice compounding, to get some of that buffing out. Looks like it's a little dull in the quarter panels, but everything looks kind of original. I don't see any rust on the car, but again, it's photographs, but they're notorious for rusting on, the sill areas, but these doors line up really well. So I'm thinking there's not any rust on this car that's cancerous. But I do see some dullness in the paint. Uh, that might be body work on the front nose, but it just might be the dullness with the sun shining on it from the photograph. So again, these are the things that you want to dive into when you go look at the car, talk to the person. I never saw an Alfa Romero with white wall tires, so that's new to me. So I'm thinking that these tires might be very old, and maybe he really hasn't driven this car that much, because I doubt you would be able to buy 14-inch white wall tires today. You certainly wouldn't be hunting them down. Let's put it that way. So I'm thinking those tires might be old. But I can see the hook plate here to tow plate to tow the car, and that's there, and it doesn't look rusted. Yeah, again, the side of the car looks very original. I mean, it looks really nice. The Graduate version they all had that ducktail in the back. It was kind of matte black in the back. Looked really nice. Has a nice look to it. And these are one of the later model years too, so they really are nicer. They've gone through them by now, and they're much more reliable than the earlier models were. So again, for $6,200, my price strategy with the seller would be, hey, would you take $4,500? I'm thinking he's not getting a lot of calls on this car. And then if he says no, I won't take 4,500, would you do 5,500? You never know, he might drop the price that quick. But if you can buy this car for $5,500 in that price range, I think you would have a lot of fun with this car this summer, and you'll really enjoy driving this car. And it's not overly complicated to work on. It's a car that you can work on in your garage. It's small enough to get your arms around, and parts are plenty. They're a little more on the expensive side, but there's so many clubs and so many enthusiast threads that you can get involved in if you have any problems. YouTube has so many videos on these cars to work on. So it's not overly complicated. That's going to leave you stranded. I mean, you'll carry some belts in the back of the trunk, you'll carry spark plugs, and just enjoy the car and have some fun with it. So that's it. That's the wrap up with this car. To get the details on this car, please visit our Facebook group, and that's the link here on our front page of our YouTube channel. If you click that link, that would take you to a Facebook group. You can join. We have 10,200 members there. This car received some really nice feedback from all our members. They liked the car this morning when I posted it, so that's a good sign. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. We're trying to grow our Daily Classics YouTube channel so we can do a live Q&A type of format, so we can ask questions and get to know me a little better, and ask me questions about anything with the car industry. I've been in it for 35 years, so I've got a lot to share. Anyway, thanks very much for your support of the channel. Again, please give a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe. We'll see you again real soon on another Daily Classics top pick as soon as we find them. Thanks a lot. Have a nice night. Bye.